Hi guys, welcome back to the last day of my Vlogmas for the year 2021, and I can't believe Christmas is literally like 5 days to come. And as much as I haven't really been feeling the spirit of Christmas, I'm just glad that it's like so close, and then we can have the Christmas, the New Year, and then after that this year can end, because it really has been a funny year. Well, the past 2 years really, they've been very funny. And if I'm honest with you guys, as you've seen with the title of this video, I haven't really made any plans for next year. Normally, this time of the year, I already know what I'm doing in the next 2 months, in the next 6 months, in the next year. But given what this year has been like, I decided, you know what, I think I'll be better off taking next year one day at a time. And because a lot of the stuff that I had planned for this year from last year, I didn't get to do. And that really frustrated me, and I hated feeling like that. So I thought I don't want to be in that same position again. So the best thing to do really is not to plan anything and just wait for 2022 and see what it brings. Some people, they're thinking it's all a political game now with what's going on, the way the government is reacting. And I'm not into politics, and I'm not even going to entertain such things. Otherwise, I'm going to crack my head, like with frustrations. So I'm just going to wait and see really what this pandemic does. And just, as I've said, take it one day at a time. And I do have hopes of what I want to do next year. And I'm going to put things in place so that should things open up normally or go back to normal, I can then execute some of those plans. But if things turn out for next year to be like this year, I'm also at the position where I'm not too disappointed. So basically, I'm not planning too much, but I'm putting things in place, which is quite disappointing because I do like my planning. I'm one of those people that plan ahead, and from planning, then I devise a plan, how I'm going to achieve those things that I've put into plan. So it has been difficult. Yes, I am looking forward to this year finishing. I'm excited for the new year, just like anybody would. And for the fact that obviously next year, I'm going to be turning 40, and I'm hoping I'm going to start my 40s in a good way, because I've got loads of things planned for next year around being 40. And because it's a new chapter, they normally say life begins at 40. I think that's what it's going to be like for me. My 30s were more about, being married and having kids, being a mom, and just doing all those kind of things. But I think the 40s, the focus is going to be on me a lot. And I'm just going to enjoy life and start living, properly. I don't know, what are you guys planning like to do for next year? Do you have anything planned? Has this whole pandemic in the past 2 years affected you in terms of like how you will normally plan things for the year ahead? Let me know in the comment section down below. And obviously, for those who are in their 40s, let me know what it's like to be on, be on the 40s. Is it different than being in your 30s? I know when I was in my 20s, I was worried about getting into my 30s. But then once I was in my 30s, I was like, you know what? I did enjoy the 20s, but I'm much preferred my 30s, even though I was scared of reaching my 30s. Now, with my 40s coming, or my 40th coming, I'm actually excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm looking forward to it, and, doing loads of things for myself, and just enjoying, life, being a mom, being a wife, and just being me as an individual and getting to know me as well. And I do kind of think like back in the years when I was a teenager, and I used to think what it's like being in the 40s, and truth be told, I used to think people in the 40s, they were old, but now I'm coming towards that. I'm worried if, you know, the younger generation is looking at me and thinking, my God, she's old. But having said that, I feel kind of blessed that in terms of my genes, a lot of people think I look like I'm in my 20s. So I do kind of confuse a lot of people, but obviously inside, deep down, I know I'm in my, like, I'll be 40 next year, or I'm in my late 30s. So I'm quite excited. I'm really, really excited. So in terms of the Vlogmas, I normally obviously do it. Last year I did until the 23rd, but because I haven't really been feeling much of a Christmassy kind of vibe this year, I thought I'll finish it early and just take the next 5 days or the next 4 days, take it easy and just enjoy time with family, and not into like, oh, I gotta edit a video, I gotta do this. But I'm already like got few ideas for the next year's Vlogmas, which it's always nice to like kind of like start planning early. And I will have more time of doing more things, because I kind of felt like this year I was a little bit like sort of like restricted, because obviously it's because one, I'm not feeling more like Christmassy, and two, because of all this pandemic and all, you know, this whole thing going on. But yes, so we'll see what next year holds. And let me be the first to wish you all a Merry Christmas, guy, and a fantastic getaway to the new year. And I'm wishing you all the best for 2022. And I'm hoping, if this year wasn't good for you, you know, next year brings a much better sort of like year, and you get to achieve more of your dreams, and you get to execute a lot of things that you've put in place. And, you know, and wishing you all the health really with all this going on. And I will end this video here, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. As usual, I'm going back to posting every Wednesday now, since this is my last Vlogmas video. So I normally post every Wednesday. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. And also follow me on my Instagram account at Nontoli. I also got a home account, which is Nontoli Home, and become part of my family and see my journey, see me going through all the fun, the good, and the exciting stuff for next year. Other than that, I am gonna say goodbye and see you on next week's video.